should. Day 7, I'm back, baby. Today was a great day. I like today. I'm grateful that today was the highest was 78 today. I like it. I'm liking it. We are back in the summer season. We are back. We are springing into spring. We're springing forward, as they say. Daylight savings are on. And baby, I am happy. I like the weather. I like hot. I am hot. I want to be hot. I don't want to be cold and freezing behind all the time. Hope you're enjoying the weather as well as you're in the United States. And having said that, we're going to kick off this session with a blast, as I am excited to give you all the updates, all the details that has happened today and after the stream yesterday. Let's dive right in. So, we have successfully deployed 2 apps to the App Store. They're currently in review. First one is Subscription. The second one is Pulse Check Health Monitor. Both are apps that work end to end. There's a significant, I'm talking significant improvement from Subscription to Pulse Check. I'm telling you, there's a stone and mountain kind of difference in just one app. In just 2 apps, we have a lot of improvements going on. The pipeline is being updated every day, and I am sitting in here. Just because I have done the pipeline doesn't mean it is good, and even still a lot of things break. Every time I try to run an app, run it through the pipeline, it breaks all the time. Because even though I have support systems in place, my model might not be the appropriate model. I may not be using the right agents, or I may not be sending right prompts to these sub agents that I am spawning. And a lot of things do break, and I want to make sure that I am understanding this right and making sure I correct these errors moving forward. I don't want to keep doing this. And so far, I am in app number 3, and it is a budget tracking app that helps people track their budgets. And so far, none of the apps really have any monetization plan in them. I did not do any monetization yet for any of them. I'm probably gonna look into it pretty soon, but there is no monetization. I don't have any Stripe integrated. I don't have anything. I probably might have StoreKit 2 integrated into one of the apps, but I'm not sure if it works or not. I never tried it. One of the apps should have that. Excuse me for that. I just not getting too much sleep these days. I am on this computer all the time. Go to work, come back home, sit up in here, work out, sit up in here, and then work. I am working. My day now, once I come back home, literally, this is my everyday life now. This is what I'm seeing 24/7. When I'm home, I'm just looking here and looking here and looking here. I am in it. I am understanding a lot of things. I'm learning a lot of things. I may still be behind a lot of people, but I can say that I am much stronger than who I was 7 days ago. And I'm grateful for that. When I come back to watch this video a couple months from now, a couple years from now, I will be proud that I stuck with it and I made it possible. In 1 week, it took me 1 week to figure out how to automate this system from 0 to review, submit for review on App Store for 1 app. Now in 1 day, it doubled. And now it's 2nd day, I'm almost done with the 3rd app. And I'm not doing much of it. I am not touching any section of the app. My 3rd app, I will show you my 3rd app right now. My 3rd app is actually on my phone. that's my third app. The improvement in design is so good. I mean, look at this. Look at this. I never gave any prompts. I did not expect for it to do that. Glass morphism. See that? See that? See that thing just follow my finger? See that? And that, man, I am go there, go there, go there, go there, go there. Every screen works. I'm sure it's not completely polished. It is not the ultimate app or anything like that, but I did not touch this. I did not touch anything. I have nothing to do with any of this. You can plus add your expenses, cancel. This is just the base version. Okay, this is just the base version, and I didn't touch it. I did not look at the prompt. I did not look at the research. I did not look at the design. I didn't even touch this app. I was on my phone all day. I was just giving it prompts, and I was giving yes, no answers, approve, kill, proceed, fine tune. That was all the prompts or I was giving to my Indra agent. That was all. And I only asked it to send me the screenshots that it had taken to submit for the second app, which is Pulse Check. And actually, it did do that on my Telegram. I'm sure I can show it to you. Not here. So if you look at it, this is right here. You see this? It sent me the images that it had taken to submit for App Store. These are all the images it took me. Those are for iPhone. This is for iPad. See how far we come? And I'll show you the first. This is our first screenshot for our first app. Compare this to the second app. The onboarding for the second app. That's 19 to 29% stronger. Why that number? Don't ask me. See that? Are you seeing this? Look at the font, the spacing, the dividers, the buttons. You know how the font works, the text size, the font size, the icons, compared to the first one. Everything is cut off, the font is not good, the buttons are overlapping, the text is cut off, the screen aspect ratio is not right. I'm talking this is just one app, and we have come so far. This is the first app inside the first app. These are the screenshots. Algorithm. These are the second app inside. Much better. But the only one thing that I'm concerned about, the background, you see kind of grayish, bluish gray. It seems to be following a certain kind of aesthetic. I'm not sure why, but hey, I'm not touching it. 2 apps done. Third app is going on, but for some reason I hit rate limit. That goes to show how long and how extensively and how long that kind of a little bit too loud for me. Okay. So now, since I have hit the rate limits, I have to pump the brakes for a little bit. This is not going to stop me. I'm going to pump the brakes for a little bit, maybe go easy today, and maybe go to bed early today because I haven't slept for more than 4 hours in the last 7 days, which I do not regret. I am very happy about it, but now the plan from today is come up with social media scripts and build some following and build some authority in the space, coming to OpenClaw, that I know what I'm talking about. I have done this. I have a built experience under my belt. I have built a product, you know, and all of that fun stuff. But before that, I had we have to still rectify some errors. There are still some bugs happening which I have to take care of. I'm using Cloud Core at the moment to take care of those. The reason is I'm using Quen Code free version from Open Router as the project lead. So imagine this. Let me see if I can. Is there a paint? There's a paint. I mean, in Windows there's a paint. They're not online paint. Maybe that's an idea. I can generate something using my OpenClaw. Oh, look at this. Cool. So let's say Indra is here, right? He will spawn a project lead. Okay, and then the project lead will now spawn multiple subagents, for example, design, right? Design, research, build, right? We got ship, etc. Right? So Indra is the prime, who is my agent. He is the most powerful inside of my Mac Mini, aside from Cloud Code. But he is inside of OpenClaw. He is the powerful one. He can do everything Cloud Code can do. He can do, and he can do it better. In many ways, he has more capabilities than Cloud Code, I would say. And for a project, let's say we have 2 apps done, and today I had said start with the 3rd app, right? And he goes for the 3rd app, he generates, he gets the command from me, and from there he does this. Is there an undo button here? Right. Okay. He gets the idea from me. Okay. No way. Did I mess something up? There you go. He gets that, and then from then he spawns a project lead, and with a specific prompt, okay, and he gives it with a prompt to read some files, understand the content of the files, and once you understand the content, you spawn sub-agents for the phase or the gate that we are in. We have 6 to 7 gates. We have scaffold, we have research, we have architecture, or maybe scaffold, architecture, research, build, test. We got QA, we got ship, and then monitor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I might be wrong here. 7 to 8. I know for a fact that we have 7, because I have done so many changes. I'm not really sure if architecture and research are separate stages or they are single combined stages. I could be wrong, but build, test, QA, ship, and after ship there is a monitoring phase, which we have not done yet because both of our apps are still in review from Apple. So we have to wait and see what that's going to be like. But other than that, as I said, Indra is the top spawn agent. He will spawn the project lead for the particular phase, and then the project lead will spawn a design, research, build, ship, scaffold, architecture agent, test agent, QA, and all of that fun stuff. And each of them will have a prompt injected into them before the spawn, while at the time of spawning, they have all of this memory loaded into them, so they know the purpose, they know what to do, and they will just execute it following the directions, reading the files that they are given, and trying to do looping. If they come across so and so, they will try to fix it by following and executing a different step and trying again and again, maximum 3 times, which is what I have built it to do. And if it doesn't work out for 3 tries, it will come back to me for my high level input. So far that's about it. Don't mind my chicken scratches here. My first time ever doing that. Pretty good. And since did I update this? 2 of 100. Yep. Good. We're good. And as I was saying, we are at the moment, that is our pipeline. And since, as I was saying, the project leads are using Qwen code free version, and because of that they couldn't really perform up to the task because the context window is limited. The rate limits, they might hit rate limits, and they don't really have the ability to stay on and survive, because a project lead purpose is to be alive for the entire phase of the app, right? The project lead will be alive from the research scaffold phase all the way to ship to app store phase, which he will be monitoring, testing, feedback, giving feedbacks, updating, modifying, orchestrating the sub agents, spawning new sub agents for different gates, right? He has to be alive, and he needs to have the context to be able to perform that. And Qwen Coder free version is not really the one. I was trying to do something with it. But the insight from that is, I know the free version works. I know the pipeline works. I know he can spawn agents and do it. We're using Claude CLI to do the building, design, shipping, and all of that fun stuff. The pipeline is most of the pipeline is only running with our existing subscription from GPT Codex and our Claude Code CLI, which is good to know that now I know how to integrate certain things and make it cost efficient. So having said that, I have now run out of tokens, or I've hit the rate limits in ChatGPT 5.3 Codex, I believe. I might be wrong, but I think that's where I am, and I'm taking a little bit of pumping the brakes for now, and I'm going to understand what model to use and how I'm going to use it. Are our systems really healthy without too much junk inbuilt into them? And I am testing that as we speak right now. So follow me along. Actually run Qwen 3.5 plus in the Indra pipeline. Benchmarks measure isolated tasks. Our pipeline is a multi-hour, multi-tool, stateful agent session. The real questions: does it handle OpenClaw's MCP tool schema correctly? Man, excuse me. Oh, I am sleepy. Oh, I can feel it. I am sleepy. Has specific tool formats: session spawn, execute, memory search, nodes verify, and whatnot. Qwen free models work with OpenClaw already, so Qwen's family tool format is compatible, but Plus is a different model variant, needs a test. Model ID correctness: is it Open Router or Qwen 3.5 Plus or so and so and so? Long session stability. Will Quen 3.5 Plus maintain coherence at 500k tokens in conversion? Blah blah blah. What will change in each system? L2 project loop operational should improve. Lead can now actually think, right? The benchmark AIME scored 91.3% versus Quen's freeze unknown but low reasoning. When a gate fails, lead can diagnose why instead of blindly retrying the same thing. This is where HC1 was supposed to compensate, delegate reasoning to Claude CLI. Now the lead has its own reasoning and CLI is for code creative output. The loop gets smarter, which is great. And we got the L4 build fix loop, which is most mature and minimal change. Builder specialist session changes from Quen free to Quen 3.5 plus as an orchestrator, but the actual code is still written by Claude CLI. The orchestrator just follows the story list and calls Claude P a smarter. Oh wow. Means it might handle build failures better diagnosis in step 4 of the build template, but the core pattern is identical. L5 test fix loop unchanged. Test still runs on GPT 5.3 codex directly. Cross-model rules preserved, no changes here. Ralph protocol should improve significantly. This is where the biggest improvement happens. Ralph tiers 1 to 3 require diagnosis, reading failure output, identifying patterns, changing approach. Quen free could not do this. It would just retry the same thing. Quen 3.5 plus with 91.3% AIME should actually be able to reason about why a specialist failed and change strategy. This was the whole point of HC1's Claude CLI delegation for diagnosis. Now the lead can do it natively. Cron system risk area. If Indra GPT 5.3 is hitting rate limits as you just experienced, crons that use GPT 5.3 will also hit limits. We should move crons to Quen 3.5 plus 2. Extra cost is negligible. Crons use tiny amounts of tokens. Gate scripts zero change. Shell scripts model agnostic, won't know or care about the change. What could actually break? First, spawn fails due to wrong model ID, easily fixed. Mitigation. Verify exact model ID from OpenRouter before touching any templates. Quen 3.5 plus formats. Tool called slightly differently than Quen free. OpenClaw might reject them. Mitigation. Test one manual spawn before changing all templates. Cost surprise. Currently everything is $0. With Quen 3.5 plus, a full project might cost $8 to $12. That's nothing. But if something loops, cron goes crazy, costs could spike. Mitigation. The existing Ralph max try rate limits 3 per task. Cap this naturally. What won't break? All file-based state, all gate scripts, all shell scripts, the pipeline sequence, Indra's top-level orchestration, Claude CLI delegation. Review, watch, and work loop crons. My honest recommendation: do it, but test first before touching any templates. Manually spawn one session on with a simple task that uses OpenClaw tools. Read a file, call exec, spawn a subsection. Verify it handles the tool. I'm just gonna go to OpenRouter and search for the model. That's it. Why waste time, bro? Models. I can't even stop myself. Oh my god. Quen 2.5. 2.5 what? Plus. There is no Quen 3.5, my bad. Quen 3.5 plus. Quen 3.5 plus O215. That's it. Simple task uses so and so and so. We tried DeepSeek 3.2 as alternative. Same test. The test takes 5 minutes and previously changed everything and now nothing works scenario that happened before. The 2.5 points I'm talking are entirely what points? You never gave any points for anything. Confidence. Okay, 7.5 out of 10. Okay. Alright. If you say so, bro. I'm talking entirely about untested real-world behavior. Not about the architecture decision itself. The decision is correct. The risk is in execution. Pulse check status waiting for review. Indra is not stuck. Pulse check is done. It's sitting in Apple's review queue. Nothing for Indra or anyone to do until Apple responds. The review watch cron every 10 minutes will catch any state change. Every 10 minutes, change it to every 4 hours, every 6 hours. No nudge sent would be pointless. You can't speed up Apple's preview. Also worth noting, Cinder budget has progressed since last session. It's now at QA review gate ready with test gate showing pass. Was failed before. Looks like Indra fixed the test issue through retry count, though retry count is still 3 and the build gate icon issue may still be lurking. Same status as 30 minutes ago. Pulse check is waiting for no change, no stuck, no nudge needed. Why are you giving me this status? I'm not asking you for this. This is the recurring cron check every 30 minutes. I suggest to either pause this cron or extend its interval since Pulse check and Sub-Zero are both just waiting on Apple. There's nothing to nudge. Make sure that this cron is running every day in the morning at 11 a.m. That should be good. Or make it so it runs every 10 hours. It's very repetitive. I don't want that. Also, for your changes, I trust you, and I have checked that the Quen model is indeed. So proceed with that. Can you also check to see if Codex has hit rate limits, as I can't communicate with Indra as of now. Please do one more audit to make sure you have covered everything and have appropriate models for project leads and sub-agent specialists. Please and thank you. Content ideas. Copy and paste any of these directly. The carousel prompts are ready for ChatGPT's image generator. The LinkedIn posts are formatted for engagement. Hook, story, stats, CTA. The tweets are punchy and threadable. Want me to refine any of these or generate more for a specific platform? Autonomous AI system that generates, builds, tests, and submits iOS apps to the App Store end-to-end with Zero human coding. The apps that hit, 7 apps created. The origin story, authority plus journey, post 1 in App Store review, a third one is in QA. This is not a demo, this is production. I've been streaming the whole entire build live. If you want to see what autonomous AI development actually looks like, warts and all, follow along. AI, iOS, app development, automation, build in public. The architecture deep dive, the hardest lesson I learned building an AI app factory. Cheap models can't think. I spent days trying to make a free tire model Quen orchestrate my entire pipeline. It followed instructions literally but could not judge, investigate, or adapt. So I invented a 2-layer architecture. Layer 1, cheap model handles orchestration, routing, state management. Layer 2, Cloud Opus handles the actual reasoning, code, debugging, decisions, result. Near zero cost, no quality loss. 2 apps submitted to the App Store. Then I killed that to replace the cheap orchestrator with GPT 5.3 Codex via free subscription, because even orchestration needs some intelligence. 5 versions, 31 documented failures turned into automated safeguards. Every mistake makes the system smarter. That's the real unlock, not the AI writing code. It's the AI learning from its own failures. The numbers post. I have 3 posts. Okay. Can it do this end-to-end without me? Can AI even scaffold an Xcode project? Yes, badly. Can it build something that compiles? Sometimes. Can it pass App Store requirements after 16 documented failures? Can it do this end-to-end without me? 2 apps submitted. Can it learn from its mistakes? 31 known issues auto-enforced. The system now runs 10 cron jobs, monitors App Store review status every 10 minutes, and has 19 scripts handling everything from code signing to privacy policy. I did not write a single line of app code. The AI did all of it. If you're interested in autonomous AI systems, I'm streaming the whole thing live. Like and comment, link in comments. Yo. Ships iOS apps to the App Store. Here's how 7 days changed everything. Day 1, no pipeline. Let me give it the link to my because if there is no one watching my streams, if I'm not marketing it myself, ain't nobody gonna watch my streams. I don't care. I'm gonna put it out there, and I'm gonna put it out there. My channel. Past 7 days, I have been doing it for the past 7 days. What the hell just happened? What the hell just happened? This is the link to my YouTube channel where I am doing my live streams. They can check out my channel, follow along if they want to learn something. But this is me trying to prove myself, to lock in and make something possible. Just because someone says you can't do it doesn't mean you can't. You can do it. You are great. You can accomplish anything you want, and you are unique. You can make it. You can figure it out. You can learn from your mistakes. You can grow. Ain't nothing that shows or proves that you can't make it. So this is kind of my philosophy. You don't have to put this in the post or anything, but this is the link. You can have it over there, or you can tell me where to have it in the post or in the comments section, so I can paste the link where they can follow along if they want to, something like that. But this is the content, and I want a play by play. And how can I automate this? If in the future I want to automate this, I would like that. But now I'm going to manually do this. I need timings. Do I do all of them at a day, or one a day and two a day, three a day, four a day? How is the strategy looking like? And I want to follow the viral posts that are actually going viral, and follow the exact structure or framing or the thumbnail or image generation prompts, or however it is. I need to follow that and make sure that is what I'm following and creating. So I don't want to try something unique because I don't have a stand yet. I'm learning things. It's always great to steal from other people who have made it and who knows what they're doing, because they are spending literally thousands and thousands of dollars in marketing, and they know what works and what doesn't work. So it's always better to steal something from people who in my same niche or in other niches who are popping off, and then copy it from them. This is a task that you need to understand and make a checklist inside of yourself, trying to build something that can automate all of this, or research on things that are already existing that can help me automate this. Do the research, come up with thumbnail ideas, prompts, and post ideas, copy, and everything for all the social media channels that I choose. So I can choose them, give a command to do the search. Once the search is completed, I will get a full play step by step playbook for which I can just copy and paste, or I can click a button, so it will automatically be sent to my social media accounts. But this is the future long term plan. But now understand, this is what we're trying to achieve going forward. But now I look at, I have seen all of your generations or all of your previous ideas that you gave me, which is really good. This is just another context that I wanted to give you, so you can have better, more powerful, trendy, following the viral, which have already done great, thousands, hundreds of thousands, and millions of views kind of posts that we need to replicate. You know what I mean? With our own spin on it. What is happening, dude? All right. Indra status alive. No active rate limits. GPT 5.3 codex was rate limited earlier, but is working now. Indra is pushing architecture v4 earlier, but is working now. Really? He is working now? No response from him. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, he's working now. I guess we have come out of the 5-hour window. Now to self-heal, force forward Cinder budget through QA to ship without waiting on manual proceed, treat non-mandatory human gates as auto-approve, keep one execution owner loop, and remove overlap or noise paths. Why am I reading to myself when I can literally show you guys what's happening on my Telegram? So bro has just said that, man, this is it. I'm going to force forward Cinder budget, that is our next app name. Treat non-mandatory human gates as auto-approve. Keep one execution owner loop and remove overlap or noise paths. Only message on verified channel. Changes if blocked. Send blocker plus fix plan immediately. Current blockers, no external blockers right now. Internal blocker was orchestration drift. I have already re-triggered recovery and forward progression. I am on it now and will push updates only when concrete state. Major update: Cinder budget moved through QA and ship successfully. QA passed, ship passed, App Store Connect App ID. Status now submitted. ASC state is processing. What did you just say? Did you just say that you have submitted the application? What? 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 Look at this. Bro. What? Why was it so easy? What? It was so easy. The hell? Look at this. It was so easy, bro. How? It should not be that easy though. You know how long it took me to go from ship QA to ship and check the compliance? Literally 3 to 4 hours yesterday. Why is it using the same icon? I hate that. Why the hell is it using the same icon? Oh man, I have to make sure that I give it another command that says do not use the same icon for more than, if you're using the icon for one app, you're not supposed to use the same icon for any other app. You have to check and verify that the dude. You have to go here, click this button. I think this button should not be here. It should be here. There should be a plus icon in between right here. And the settings button, expenses and budgets can be in the same one, right? I think these two can be merged and we can have a plus button right here, which will reduce the friction for them to go all the way and travel and click on this button. I think that is user experience design. This is great though. This is great. The pipeline did move forward end to end on this run. I'll notify you on the next real state change. Processing to waiting for review in review. So did you really submit the application, or you can't really prepare for submission? That's what, prepare for submission. Cool. So it should not have, nope, there is no meta description, there's no metadata, there's nothing yet. App information, a little bit of app information is there. And what about privacy? There is no privacy choices. Good. iPad, Apple Watch. Okay. Alright. My pulse check should have for iPad 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at this, bro. Look at the screen, the background, the color. What did you do? Why is it so blue? I'm like, why is it so blue? What is this? Oh, it's in all the pictures. Okay. I was blind. Well. icon is not reflecting over here, so I'm guessing it did not push this to this one. Even look at this, we went from icons like this to an icon. This is just a random generated icon. This is I don't even like this icon, to be honest. So there should be enforcement on the particular type of design or prompt. Let me write this down so I don't forget. I should not forget these things. Feedback, critique. Okay. Feedback. The same app icon should not be used more than once. Every app should have their own app icon, and the generation of app icons should be meticulous and should not be generic. Right, that anyone can create. There should be significant thought put behind the app icon, since that is the base of the app in app store. That's number one. Number two is what was number two? Number one was don't have the same icon for more than one app. Number two was there should be thought and design. The prompt that goes into ChatGPT image gen to generate app icon should be very detailed with our user research and app idea research behind it. Okay, that's one and two. If I come across anything else, I will look into it. Both of these are done. They're just waiting for me, I guess. Live, no active rate limits, pushing Cinder budget forward, all good. All right. What we got? We got significant social media content playbook, Indra App Factory, LinkedIn, 8 to 10 a.m., 3 to 4 times per week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Tomorrow just so happens to be Wednesday. Text posts plus document carousels. Twitter X, 2 to 3 times per day, mix of tweets plus 1 thread per week. 9 a.m., 12 p.m., 6 p.m. ET. So I have to do it 2 to 3 times per day, 9, 12, and 6. Cool. Tweets, threads, quote tweets. Instagram 3 to 5 times per week, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Time, carousels 8 to 10 slides, stories daily. Well, I am learning something I didn't know this time. There must be some kind of research behind these timings, right? Posting frequency for LinkedIn optimization. Somebody must have done the research for it, and they must have done some extensive research and followed and analyzed different social media characters and see what they are using for their post frequencies. So I'll just steal it. Week 1 rollout. Start strong, don't burn out. Day 1, Tuesday, LinkedIn origin story plus Twitter thread, Instagram carousel 1. So we're doing 1 on Tuesday, which is today. Day 2, Wednesday, Twitter standalone tweets, 2 to 3 punchy ones, Instagram story behind the scenes. Day 3, Thursday, LinkedIn number post plus Twitter thread number 2. Day 4, Friday, Instagram carousel number 2 plus Twitter tweets. Day 5, Saturday, LinkedIn lessons learned plus 6, 7, rest, engage with comments only. 5 days a week, that's it. After week 1, settle into LinkedIn 3 times per week, Twitter 2 times per day, Instagram 3 times per week. YouTube link placement, your channel. LinkedIn, put it in the first comment, not in the post. LinkedIn suppresses posts with links. Write the post immediately. Comment, I am streaming entire build live, watch here. Twitter, pin a tweet with the link in threads and add it as the last tweet. I stream this live, follow the build link. Instagram, put it in your bio. Instagram kills reach on the link posts. In carousels, last slide says link in bio or YouTube. LinkedIn posts, proven viral formats. Post 1, the struggle to solution, highest performing format in 2026. 7 days ago, I had nothing. No pipeline, no apps, no code, no framework. Just an idea that sounded crazy. What if AI could build and ship iOS apps completely on its own? Today I have Indra, an autonomous app factory that takes a one-line app idea, researches the market, plans the architecture, builds the entire app, Swift UI, core data, run tests with a different AI model, handles code signing, privacy policies, metadata, submits to the App Store. 2 apps are in the App Store review right now. A third one is in QA. I wrote 0 lines of app code. This took 5 pipeline versions, 31 documented failures, turned into automated safeguards, 16 root cause analysis, 19 automation scripts. Everyone told me this wasn't possible. I streamed the entire thing live. If you want to see what building with AI actually looks like, follow along. What's the craziest thing you built with AI? Drop it below. First comment. I'm streaming the full build live on YouTube. Come watch the chaos. I like this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this one and I'm gonna print this out and paste it on my wall so I don't forget. Right? Copy. Go here. Do that. And it does not work. What about this one right here? Be 10% smarter than the tool you are using. 10%, at least 10% smarter than the tool you're using. Always remember that. Oh. Hello? Hello? Now we have this. If I were to manage default printer, add printer, scanner, bonjour. Hopefully I have some paper in here. I do have some paper over there. Good. Now I don't have to give excuses that I did not have any paper. Why is this open? 734 MB today. Okay. This is from yesterday. So, cancel. See more. Cancel, do this again, print. Wait a minute, there you go. Color, black and white, more settings. Orientation, do I see orientation? Margins, letter, whatever. See orientation. Print. Hey, you gotta start somewhere and see if this works out. If it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, move on to something else. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. That's it. Follow along. Right there. Bam. This goes on my laptop. Or I don't have well, this is just a starting point, but I have to put it somewhere so I don't forget. right on my door. Door. Nice. Best times. Any 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. There is no 9 p.m. anywhere. So I can schedule them. So okay. All right. Do I create new accounts or do it in my existing accounts? I would go with my existing accounts. Why not? Yeah, for YouTube it's a new account. My Instagram, I'm gonna use the existing account. I'm gonna use my existing account for my LinkedIn. I can just update my email, so that's not a problem. Twitter, I have my Twitter going on. Twitter. X is Twitter. X. So I can schedule. March. Now I need your right here, and I need to do this to make it. Yes, I'm figuring things out. Twitter 2 to 3 times per day, mix of tweets plus one thread. 9 a.m., 12 p.m., 6 p.m. tweets, threads. I don't know what a thread is. What's a thread? Will send on March 15th. No, tomorrow. 11th. At 9 a.m. exactly 9 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Yes. Confirm. Will send March 11th, 2026 at 9 a.m. Yes. I'm gonna copy and paste this whole thing. And just so you know, if you're someone just tuning in and going, oh, this guy's just using AI. I have so much content and context given to Cloud Code. It's not even funny. It has 1.5 weeks worth of context. All the files, its memory would be so bloated with everything that it knows about me. And that's how the script itself is so dialed in. Even I can't write a copy like that. I would have to pay somebody to write a copy like that. So, since that is the case, I copied it. Now I'm gonna go to here. Yep. Paste. Did it save this in any document, or it did not save it into any document, which is great. Thread 1, Twitter, Carousel 1, Instagram. Tomorrow, that's your launch day. Everything else follows the schedule about. Future automation plan. Wow. What is happening? Damn it. copy from templates, Claude or GPT, which is free, carousel design, post nitro, pictochart, free tire available, buffer.com. Yeah, I've heard a lot about buffer too. Schedule posts across platforms, $15 to $30 per month. Analytic buffer analytics or native platform insights, track what's working, free. Full automation, OpenClaw cron generates posts, schedule via API, Indra generates content on cron, full chur build. I might actually pay for buffer and get the token and then do everything for myself. I have Postbridge already connected to Indra's account. If you want to follow Indra, he's doing his own thing. He is doing his own thing. Where is tweet? There you go. This is LinkedIn. Yep, LinkedIn post 1. I knew it. It's so big, I could just smell it. Post 2. Post 3. Why are you saying AI system? I need to emphasize it as OpenClaw. You are saying AI system, but I want to specifically emphasize OpenClaw. Personal agent. And those viral topics and trends that is happening right now. So I can plug in OpenClaw, Claude Code, Claude Bot, Molt Bot. But OpenClaw is the big one. So my OpenClaw agent, Indra. Do not say AI system or AI agent. OpenClaw agent. Indra is an OpenClaw agent. That's how all of those should be repurposed. Change all of those prompts, design ideas, posts, copy, change all of those. Please. Completed, done, 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 done. Can you see what Indra is doing right now? I can see that app number 3 has been submitted to the App Store, but I don't see an app icon. I don't see the process or systems that we have put in for app icon design, how it should be different, and all the design ideas that should have gone in, how it should get inspiration from existing apps. Is that really happening, or is it just creating some random design or UI UX for the apps? Is it already present, or is it not following it? Or did we just create it so we just missed the app? And also for screenshots, I think for pulse check all the screenshots are done good. For a starting point, they are good. From compared to app number 1, app number 2 are really good. App number 3 should be better than app number 2. So icon is the biggest thing. There should be significant number of checks, right? So in my thing, from all the phases, right, there should be inception where you do some research in the market, gather significant amount of data using Brave web search if you wanted to, and then once you gather all the data and you have the all the information niche, you're not creating any generic AI slop ideas. You are going into the market, niche ideas, dig deeper, even deeper, even deeper, even deeper. You have to generate at least 2 to 3 research documents, compare it and see what are the trends, analytics, and which apps are doing good, which apps might do good, predictions, what trend, what technologies are popping, how can we leverage all of that. This is the system or the thought process that should go into the inception discovery of the app idea, research of the app idea. And then once that is done, now you have to think about, okay, according to this, you pick something from it that you have to build. You think you get an idea from all of that, and you say, okay, I'm gonna build to so and so segment of audience. I'm gonna build with for so and so niche audience, right? And once you do that, you have to start generating app ideas, and you know that app name ideas should not be trademarked. They should be unique. We should check all of this before generating the app name ideas. So put in, I think we already have all the systems needed to do the app name generation, to check cross reference existing app store and any trademark app names that we should not include, and then we come up with at least 5 different app names. So if something does not go well, we can always fall back to the other one and the other one and the other one. All of this should be a confidence of zero point 0.8 or above. uh, 0.7 to 0.9, 0 to 1, that's where the app idea names should fall. There should be the confidence, if you know what I mean. And once that is done, now you go into research architecture and coming up with the design inspirations. How to create this, how can we reduce friction, how can we make sure all the buttons are user friendly, or you're not creating friction from one button to one button. All the buttons are at the bottom, at the tip of the finger, at the fingertips of the customer, so they don't have to lift their finger. The psychology should matter. There's a psychological aspect that goes into every app design that we have to follow. Consider what big apps are doing, major app companies are doing. They must have some blogs and research analytics and market research, blog posts, forums, and website ideas that they would have generated and given to the public. Read those documents and understand how to create an app, what are the principles. And we have to make sure we are creating advanced apps, not any basic app which anybody can create using ChatGPT. We have to avoid those. We have to differentiate ourselves. The design should be unique. We have to understand that Apple is we are doing all of this inside of Apple ecosystem, so we should follow the frameworks of Apple and combine any interesting app concepts or ideas that Apple has recently launched and integrate it into our systems and make sure it does not break. We need to come up with a working production ready app design, and this should go meticulously. And I think this is where Gemini 2.4 comes into play. Gemini 2.5 should use, I believe, you for UI and UX, and for architecture design, Gemini 2.5 Pro is the best. So we have to leverage all of that. We have to give it as much context as possible so it can digest all of that and give us the best possible design framework, or the step-by-step design implementation guide for the build agent, so the build agent don't have to think about it and then just follow the instructions. We have to make sure that all the latest implementations are the best, popular, most used design principles or frameworks, UX, UI. We have to try to create Figma boards, or if we have a way of creating mood boards, taking screenshots of existing apps and coming up inspiring from those. We have to see if we can come up with a way where AI can go to existing apps and take screenshots of the onboarding and the how the app works, or maybe screenshots from the app store for the apps that are listed, and take those as inspirations. Color guide, that should be another major factor. The color design, font family, brand design, the logo, the colors of the logo and the colors of the inside design, they all should go hand in hand. We should eliminate as much friction as possible for every single app, and that should be our core design principle for logo and the app design. Color format, template, font family, sizes, buttons, layout, animations, interfaces, layouts, um, transitions, effects, and if any, all of this must be considered and specifically meticulously documented in the research or implementation or architecture, whatever document that we have planned in the gates in the pipeline. It should be generated and given to whatever agent, and the research document and the creating the PRD stories, they should be very detailed and in depth, should be implementing all of these, and also should be compliant. I think we already have systems for this too. And once that is done, you build the app. Building up the app should be meticulous as well. You can't just build something um, that is generic. You have to use advanced formulas, design. As I said, follow the design template generated by Gemini 2.5 Pro. And then once it is done, you have to do meticulous testing. Now you have to test, QA, test different cases, and you have to, all of this that you're doing, we have to come up with a way to store our learnings and feed and understand that these learnings will be updated, and we should learn from this for future apps and keep on improving and improving and improving. Okay, we should be dynamic and we follow the trends and make sure we are differentiating ourselves from other AI. And once we log everything, every step should log everything. What happened, why you did that, why not something else, and all of the reasoning. The logs should be present for the project lead to look into, for me to look into. They should be accessible so we know what happened and why it happened. And after the build and test phase, we have covered all of that. Screenshots are good, app icon is good, metadata is good, app store optimization is taken care of. We are considered keyword research. And also, when coming up with the name of the app, keyword app store research should have been done. This is also critical to enhance our public downloads in the app store. And once that is done, we ship it. We then send it to the App Store Connect, and from then on, we choose our privacy and other important settings. Once we do that, we submit for review, and we are good. But compliance checks should be done. All of the apps should follow this, and they should keep improving from their previous learnings and mistakes. Use plan mode. Thinking ultra high. Web search open. Spawn unlimited agents in parallel so they can do tasks. This is the one of the biggest prompts I have ever given. I think this prompt alone will save me so much time. Prompt. Pipeline. Understanding. Oh, understanding. Yep, now let's do our tweet, tweety, tweety. Tweet. One job, tweet, hook one. I gave my OpenClaw agent one job, ship iOS apps to the App Store. 7 days later, 2 apps in review. I did not put a single line of code. That's how it works. But where is still following. Okay, I just okay. Oh. Okay, so this is basically the whole thing. Standalone tweets rotate 2 to 3 times per day. Own server on day 4, so I logged it as known issue number 20 and built a safeguard. Not true. Yeah, it did. Yes, it was trying to. What do you mean server? I don't really understand the tweet thingy here. Okay, LinkedIn posts, I can do that. V2, but I'm gonna save this because the idea itself is good. I don't want to lose the ideas. Playbook, new, paste, V2. I have never used Twitter, LinkedIn, or Instagram. I mean, mainly Twitter and Instagram, so I don't really understand how the posts or tweets or threads work. And when you gave me the tweet ideas, I don't really know what that means. And they say something and they cut off and they go to tweet number 2, tweet number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and you have a standalone tweets section that is very big. Does it mean I have to copy the first tweet and then below that I have to paste the standalone tweet? I don't really understand. Can you just give me the whole tweet that I can paste for tweets 1 to 7? Don't complicate it, man. I still don't understand all of it. He's there. 20 PNGs, real files up to 291 KB. The earlier empty icon issue was fixed during build. App is submitted to App Store. Bad news, the entire design phase was skipped. No design artifacts directory exists. No brand brief, no color palette rationale, no icon candidates, no icon scoring, no screenshot templates. The design spec in planning artifacts is 69 lines, functional but generic, calm finance utility with warm accent. There's zero evidence of competitive visual analysis, icon exploration, or deliberate design decisions. Research was actually good. Market-backed, iMark, Reddit, PC, Mag, sources, 5 competitors analyzed, 8 name candidates with trademark checks, revenue projections. Research was good, okay, but the design and differentiation pipeline G is describing not happening. Gap analysis, current pipeline versus what G wants. The audit agent scored a 6 of 10, competent but not world class. Here are the critical paths. Research, currently shallow, no multi-document requirement, just one summary, no ASO keyword research, no trend or technology analysis, no niche saturation scoring. App name validation exists, but is not in the template. Cinder budget did it ad hoc, so I just did it on the go, on the fly. No competitor app reverse engineering. Nobody looks at how top apps actually work. Onboarding flows, button placement, feature hierarchy. No UX psychology. No mood boards or visual inspiration for existing apps. No animation or transition spec. No step-by-step implementation guide. No Apple HIG audit against latest iOS features. Build missing accountability. No decision logging. Builders don't document why they chose core data versus Swift data or why a particular pattern. No design compliance verification. Just follow design spec with no check. Missing ASO and asset checks. No screenshot quality verification. No ASO compliance check. Does metadata use the right keywords? No app icon quality assessment beyond does it exist? Learning loop does not exist. No inter-app learning. Each app starts fresh, repeats the same mistakes. No decision reasoning captured anywhere. No specialist performance tracking. No cost ROI visibility. What needs to happen? This is the significant template overhaul, not just model routing, which we just finished. This is about depth and quality of each pipeline phase. G is describing a pipeline where research produces 3+ documents with ASO keywords, trend analysis, niche scoring. Architecture reverse engineers competitor apps, applies UX psychology, produces a detailed builder guide, design creates mood boards, animation specs, component libraries, accessibility audits, build follows the guide meticulously and logs every decision, test verifies ASO, screenshot quality, design compliance. Every phase feeds learnings back for the next app. This is probably 2 to 3 hours of template work across all 6 roles, plus creating new artifact templates. Want me to go into plan mode and design all the full template overhaul? Good, no worries. We can do that. But before that, are you really sure but none of these actually exist? Did you investigate into the OpenClaw and audit all of the existing files, every single one of those files? Did you read all of the files and all of the folders present and make sure that none of this is actually implemented? If you did that, good. Let's proceed. If you did not do that, please do that, so we don't build systems that already are existing but are not being executed, because that will make it more sluggish and have trailing. You know what they call them, loose ends. That's what we will have. Standalone G, standalone E, standalone D. Tweets. Post these separately throughout the day, one at a time. These are individual tweets you post one at a time, spread across the day. Pick 2 to 3 per day. Morning, afternoon, evening. Next day morning, next day afternoon, next day evening. See, dumb it down for me. I don't want to. One single post, maximum 280 characters, about 2 to 3 sentences. That's it. You type it, you hit post. A thread, multiple tweets chained together. You write tweet number 1, then before posting you click the plus button to add tweet number 2, then tweet number 3, etc. You post them all at once as one connected chain. People see tweet 1 first and tap to read the rest in order. Threads get 63% more reach than single tweets. A standalone tweet equals just one tweet by itself, not connected to anything. You post it on its own throughout the day. You do not mix threads and standalone tweets. They are separate posts at separate times. Your launch day thread posts this as a one thread, all 7 connected. Copy each one into a new tweet in the chain. Click plus after each to add the next one. So, for example, I go here, and I can say plus click, then paste tweet number 2. tweet number 2. Okay. Another tweet. Another tweet. Ooh. Very cool. Pretty much ooh. Nice. I need to post all. I need to come up with an image for myself. I don't have images on any of my social media. So I'm gonna now this, schedule it. Tomorrow, which is 11th at 9 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Confirm. I'm gonna do this post standalone. And I'm gonna do another one. This one at afternoon, which is, I believe it's 12. 12? 9, 12, 6. Confirm. Schedule. And copy, paste, schedule, 11, 6, 0 p.m. Confirm, schedule. Next day. This is easy. I like this. I can just schedule for the next week and don't have to worry about nothing. you see this post, just remember that I have done it using the power of AI and my history for the last 7 days. I'm not just going to ChatGPT fresh session, opening it, or Cloud Core fresh session and telling it, give me post ideas. I already have my content, my whole folder for the last 7 days. And because I already have context, I can ask it to work with me with my files. So it knows what I'm talking about and it gives the relevant post ideas for me. Thank Lord. Thank Lord. So this, I'm just gonna do a standalone where I'm gonna put it doing like this. Don't do that. One thread per week, mix of 3 tweets. So I have already done my one thread for this week. So check that. This one I can do it for the 13th, 9:45 a.m. or 9 a.m. So we are consistent, dog. We are consistent. Now I have done it. I have to be consistent. I can't cheap out because now I'm putting it in the public. Friday. And one more. Pipeline versions in 7 days. Wow. Cooking. I am cooking. Posts are scheduled morning, afternoon, evening, morning, afternoon, evening, morning, afternoon, evening. New thread, I can write another one for you. Nice. So basically I've done the whole thing. Now I need to generate carousels. ChatGPT image prompts. Oh. There you go. It's right here. Copy. Let's see how good GPT is. I'm putting it to the test right now. This AI builds apps. 2 apps shipped. Two apps shipped. Yeah! Bang. And it is using my app icons. It knows the context. This is the power I'm talking about. These are the exact icons of my app. Let's see what happens in the meantime. Oh, it has done the audit. Typography, spacing, components, templates, artifacts, design spec.mb, check design gate, check planning gate, well integrated, gate enforced, ASO metadata, shipper md, ship.md, set metadata, specified, functional, ASO screenshot, caption, design md, Apple AI indexes caption text for search ranking already there, Apple HIG compliant, 16 files, compliance check, validate, polish constraints, build gate, tester, gate enforced, strongest area, polish checklist, 14 points, polish constraints, 152 lines, spring animations, haptics, shimmer loading, empty states, dynamic type, gate checked in build gate check 10. Competitor visual analysis, design MD in template but relies on execution. Use icon styles, screenshot conversion. Competitor market research, researcher.md, top 10 competitors, revenue or downloads, pain points, template exists. App name validation, not in template but Cinder budget did it ad hoc, exists in practice, not in template. Review solicitation, polish constraints.md, SK store, review controller rules specified. KI injection learning format, KISS-SH, failure taxonomy JSON, known issues.json, Ralph postgate infrastructure, built, screenshot quality gate, hash d up, dimensional validation exists, icon generation with scoring. 5 candidates, 5 scoring criteria, rescue if less than 7 out of 10, detailed template. This is a real problem. Systems are built, but Indra specialists skip them. Designer phase was skipped for Cinder. Polish constraints is not being injected. Postgate learning hook exists in project lead, but logs nearly empty. Pipeline V5 enhancement plan MD has detailed specs for ASO UX retention L6. Loop none implemented yet. Postmortem steps within 44 seconds have never been executed. Apply validation in researcher template. High number template ad hoc needs to be mandatory in research. 5 candidates trademark ASO keyword research deliverable exists in shift.md specs and refi plan, but no researcher output artifact researcher should produce ASO. Decision reasoning logging high. Nobody documents why decisions were made. No architecture designs.md or lead designs.log. Inter app learning app loop medium. Each one starts fresh. No mechanism to compare app number 3 versus number 2 and improve cost tracking medium. Policy on $0 with knowledge detection. Animation for interaction spec. No polish constraints. App specific. 3% land execution, 40% senior budget for the designer template, 96 line process for computer. 5 icon candidates score template market happen. The build gate checks for polish spring animation. The checks ran, but the input quality was degraded because earlier phases were skipped. Root cause the old Quen free lead could not enforce the pipeline properly. It skipped the design phase entirely with Quen 3.5 plus as lead, which we just implemented. It should have the reasoning capability to actually follow the pipeline stages and not skip phases. What I recommend, don't use new systems. Instead, add an app name validation to research. Add ASO, and course design. Yes, please proceed. And also give me an update on what Indra is doing and where is the pipeline for Cinder budget. And why is it stalled if it is? Someone messaged me about a job. Internship program. If you are looking to apply, this is our internship program. Position, technology, blah 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 blah. Cinder budget popular last activity. Template changes completed. Submitted processing. App Store ID objects processing. So what is it processing? Change researcher, project lead, check research date, not changed already system. What do you mean Cinder budget is submitted and is in processing? What does that actually mean? Notepad has not started reviewing yet the stages of processing. Cinder budget is here. Apple is scanning the binary code, signing and document binary analysis. Usually takes 30 minutes to 2 hours waiting for review. Review Sub-Zero and Pulse Check are here. Binary pass processing sitting in the human review queue. In review, Apple reviewer is actually looking at it, ready for distribution or rejected outcome. Loaded, it will move to waiting for review once Apple finishes. I don't really understand though. For the other apps, it only took a matter of seconds to process. But for this one, it's been over an hour, it's been almost an hour. And I think this is happening because it did not really do compliance check and make sure everything is present. As you said, there is no design artifacts. I, you might see the icon, but on the Apple website where it is submitted, I don't see icon, I don't see metadata, I don't see the screenshots, nothing is present, but somehow it is submitted. How? How is that? Right. See? No icon, no metadata, nothing, no privacy policy, nothing. Prepare for submission. I can add it for review, really, without no information. Nothing, I'm talking nothing is set up, dude. Icon, see? It failed. It failed. 8:46 and at 10:01 it said heartbeat. Because of heartbeat, it came back to me and it said pulse check. success after tier 2 retry. Carryover line shows pulse check test gate pass pending verification failures. 5 new log today. Pulse check compliance artifact miss. QA polish rejection. Core transformable type replay. Unresolvable. Open router repeated null execution. No ops specialist runs on open router free model scaffold research lessons. Enforce compliance. Treat success with no artifacts as hard failure. Provider switch sooner. We have a monitor going on. This waiting. This is waiting. Waiting on Apple. Submitted for review. App Store processing. I think that there's a mistake in the coding. Check fixed privacy policy plus icons. Archive upload binary. Why? This is what I see in my Telegram. Clearly, all the systems are in place. They should be working and running, but they are not. Why? What is missing? And why is it that this mistake keeps happening? It happened in app number 2. It is now happening in app number 3 again. What was it that I read? I read something that and in monitor and in the monitor cron, this is what I see. I am for sure that I can see that it says waiting for Apple review. How? For app number 3, how are you waiting for Apple review when it clearly says processing? For some reason, I feel like this cron job has a bug or something wrong with it. We have to change the naming conventions of the stages on what is happening. We only have to display waiting for review when all it is submitted for review. If not, it should say and reflect exactly what is happening. If it is in shipping, it says shipping in progress. If it is in QA, it is status in QA or something similar. If it's in processing, it should reflect in processing, submitted in processing, something like that. Submitted for review. Waiting on Apple. Submitted for review. Waiting on Apple. Processing. Oh, I need to check up on this right here. What the hell? What the hell happened, bro? for ChatGPT prompts to create carousels, do I have to run the prompt for each and every single slide individually, or can I just paste the entire prompt into ChatGPT? What? Who better to ask than AI itself to understand how AI works? Yeah, I think I'm gonna go to sleep. I have implemented all the systems in place. I'm just waiting for app 3 to go to review with all the metadata populated, privacy policy done, URL done, screenshots done, app icon done. That's what I'm waiting. Please do that. I want you to actually have him run through the ship phase again. Or actually, if possible, can we actually run him into the build phase? Actually, let him build it again and test it again, and then go to QA and then accept it, and then go to ship. Is there, I think we have a loop, right? The entire pipeline is a loop, I believe, and that is how we coded it. And every pipeline, every inside every pipeline, every gate, every stage has its own loop and pipeline where we can iterate back and back and back. Where is it documented, how it works? And can you help me nudge Indra to do that and let me know how I can do that if I ever wanted to help him manually? Nagendra, how did that come about? Continue. This is crazy. I'm actually getting decent image output. I'm pretty sure there is an app. Somebody created an app where you can just give a prompt and it will just output all the images for the carousel at once. I'm pretty sure. Now, if you can help me come up with image prompts for my Twitter account, my YouTube account, and also Indra's Twitter account, please. You know about me, you know what we have been doing. You don't have to make anything for me. But for my YouTube channel, just give me some ideas. I like anime, so we can go with something like that. Or my face doesn't matter. And for Indra, he's an OpenClaw agent, and we are planning him to be the king of all of those. And based on that, also, how he came about, his inception, what is his standings, his beginnings. If you can help me do that, I'll be grateful. But there must be deep thought going into it with precision and detail, so the output will be mind blowing. And multiple prompts as well, so I can fall back to different prompts if the first one doesn't look good. Also for Twitter, cover images with the format dimensions for Twitter, for YouTube, profile picture for Twitter, for YouTube, following the dimensions of the particular platform, you know, but and so on and so forth. Look at this. Right now, Cloud Code and my Indra are talking to themselves. He sent a message and he said, "Understood, I will treat this as critical and active immediately." Indra responded, he is updated factory state JSON to listing incomplete on the status. Found a ship completion specialist for steps 10 to 18. No rearchive. Will report back when listing is actually complete. How you can manually intervene if needed. If you ever need to tell Indra to rerun a phase or take action, send Indra a message directly. ID message your instruction here. Examples: rerun build phase for Cinderblog. Bruh, I need to remember this. You kidding me? See, now he's taking screenshots. That's exactly what he's gonna do. He's gonna wait, take screenshots till go. So he's waiting now. He's giving it time, probably a minute. Come on. Yep. Cinder budget. See the icon? I don't like the icon. Wait. He opened, took the screenshot, and then closed it. Opened another one. Opening another one. The icon for Cinder budget and also the icon for pulse check are the same exact icon. I don't like that. There should be a criteria that should specifically say that we should not use the same icon for different multiple apps. That should be a highest priority in our phase, because at the moment he has the same icon for both the apps. I'm guessing he did not go through the phase where he has to go through the compliance and check for design and ideation and go through all the different icon generation, because he generated this ad hoc. I believe he did not even generate this icon. He just copied the existing icon he generated for pulse check and then just used it. That's exactly what happened. I know. Because if for now, if you could nudge him to change the icon, generate different ideas for the icon, relating or concerning our app idea and the way we built the app, that would be great. At the moment, I can see that he's taking screenshots, but I already know he's only taking the first screen on every single device. He should be taking multiple screens on every single device, which he is not really doing. But I'm not sure. Just double check and see if he really got all the screens from all the devices, or if he's only getting the first screen on all the devices. At least he's going through the loop, and this time the loop is working. He's actually going through the loop. This time it's working. Which gives me confidence. Now I can, at least something's working. Next time I need to make sure that more systems are in place and wait a minute. All of that just vanished, bro. The ultra prompt. So 10th March. Well. Couple things I noticed wrong. He's using the same icon that was generated for Pulse Check app, and he's using the same app icon as that. He did not generate a fresh icon for this. He never did went through the design phase or the did the scripts or whatever checks we have placed in at the earlier stages. He did not do that. He just copied pasted the existing icon for both the apps, which is a major critical flaw which should not happen ever again. And also he seems to be opening screenshots, opening devices and taking the first screen and quitting. That is not how it should be happening. He should be going through different screens on all the devices and make sure that he got the image and check that he got the image of different screens. And once that is done for all the devices, then he has to go and post it. That's how it should happen, but at the moment it is not happening. The same thing happened before for app number 2. The same thing is happening again for app number 3 now, which is not good. I know we have systems in place. I know we have the infrastructure. I know we have the pipeline set up. All the scripts are running. Maybe because of the Quen model that was there, it is not working as it should, but who knows? As I said, he is taking screenshots for the first screen of all the devices and then just quitting. That should not happen. There should be multiple scripts and systems in place that he should follow. Probably his sub agents, not him, but the sub agents should be following. He knows what to do, but the sub agents definitely should be following it. The sub agents are the ones that is not following. Indra is doing great. Indra is working as he should, but the sub agents are not working. We have to fix this. L6 loop only happens after the app gets rejected or has any feedback from Apple. But if there isn't any, there we should have manual systems where even if the app get published or rejected, we have to keep working on the app. So we polish the apps and keep updating them. That's how the process works. And we should have systems in place too, so we can kick off phases from wherever we want to. We have to create a system for that so we can manually kick it off, or automatically Indra can do it himself, depending on reasoning and how he decides to do what, on which phase to restart and send it through so everything checks out and works. Let's say if we build that system and we take our first app Sub-Zero and take it and put it to design or put it to research and then do it all over again, it should work flawlessly. That is my idea for all the apps. Hey, I got prompts. Yo. Pulse check is done, boy. It is not an ASO listing is incomplete screenshots, not that data is ready, privacy missing by being uploaded but not submission ready. It should not be here. Icon is here. All of these seem to be populated. Yep, only one screenshot missing compliance. No freaking way. No freaking way. I got a message from Indra. You want to see? Cinder budget listing completion run is mostly done and validated. What's completed? Screenshots captured and uploaded. iPhone plus iPad required sets. Metadata, primary, age rating, privacy data, build link, submission readiness check now, reports ready for submission. What's still final? Blocking ASC is still rejecting submit on 2 additional requirements: content rights declaration, app store review detail, link content. So listing itself is complete, but submission endpoint has extra required resources that still need explicit set or link on this app record. Next action is to set those 2 directly, then retry submit immediately. Okay, you got all the screens, all the devices for, as I see, you only have one screenshot of one screen, and also the app icon is the same as pulse check. Is it pulse check? Well, I noticed a couple things. One, the app icon is same as pulse check, which is not great. We need to have compliance checks in place so it does not happen ever again in the future. This is a major blunder mistake, because the same app icon should not be accepted for more than one app, which we should be having compliance checks in for apps, so it does not have the same app icon as the previous app. We should physically have automations that can check and compare both apps visually and see if they are the same. If they are the same, reject it. That should be compliance. I think we already have it in place for the design, but just making sure. And also for the screenshots, I can see that he took screenshots of one screen per device. That's it. And on the app store, I only see one screenshot for an iPhone, but nothing else. It's only got one screen, which is not great. I thought we have systems in place where he goes through a compliance check where he has to make sure there's more screenshots and all the screens present from all the devices, and make sure he submits all of those, but he's not doing it. I'm not sure why, but we have implemented all of those systems. I know that. I know for a fact we did. I know Indra is capable of doing all of that. Indra is awesome. Indra is powerful. He's the nicest, most powerful agent we can have. It's just the sub agents that he spawns, the project lead that he spawns. They should be more aware of this. They should be knowing how to make sure they get these compliance checks done. They make sure all of this is different. They make sure all of those is covered. That's where we are. That is our weakest link. We have to make sure we get that right. And also coming to the looping, since let's say for example our apps get rejected or approved, we need to update it or make more polish updates or design updates or anything else. If not for L6 loop, if we have let's say for example we need to take Sub-Zero or Buscription or first apps, uh, and put it through the entire phase again. If there is no way for us to automate it, or for me to say Indra to get back and do it again and run the app through all the phases again with our updated systems, the system is pretty much static and we don't have command of it, because it only runs for after the review or once the next app is being selected. That is not really great. That is not a loop system. I thought we made a macro loop and a micro loop inside each stage. That is where I think the checklist came from. That is where the design inspiration came from, Kelly Cloud and whatnot. We have systems in place, I know that, but we have to make sure that this system also comes to existence. So whenever in the future, if we detect something wrong and we update it, we can ask Indra to go back and take the app back and run it through all the phases again by deleting the previous or backing up the previous code or assets generation that he did. archive them or back them up or push them into Git and then update them with the new code, new assets, new build, new test cases, and everything else. That's how we need to make this. Do you understand? Can you check and audit that we already have systems in place? Or if not, how do we plan on implementing those? That's a big freaking problem. La, 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 la. How do I freaking rename this? Why can't I rename it? Oh, app generation. Whoa. Oh, that's me? That's me? Put some glasses on that boy. Put some glasses on that boy and that'll be me. Another one done. Copy one new. Well, anyway, that was a session, all right. That was a session. What the hell is going on? Yeah, not really great. It's going to compact pretty soon. Pretty soon. No, not really. Not feeling it. That ain't me too. No, that ain't me. Not really me. Oh, I can do that? I didn't know I could do that. This is cool. Not me, not me. Ain't none of them use me. Really. This is cool. This is actually cool. I like that. This one is this is his identity. That's pretty cool. And this one I really like this one. We have a winner. We have a winner. Indra gets a profile picture now. Edit profile. Profile picture. Downloads. There you go, buddy. You get your own image. There you go. I really like this one. This is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. Well, I think I'm gonna stop the session for tonight. Nothing very important is going on, so I'm gonna go to sleep too. I'm gonna go to sleep before 12 o'clock. That's my plan today. But anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully I got more updates, more fine-tuned, streamlined processes in place, and with more updates, you know. Grinding. This is a grind phase. Cannot give up. Can't give up. You wanna get it? You gotta do it. Jump. If you don't jump, your parachute never opens. Okay? Your wings won't get to flapping, partner. Get to flapping.